we had somebody ask, would we favor a Flintlock traditional muzzleloader hunt here in Maine? I wouldn't favor it because any time the way our biologists manage the deer herd is they have a formula with how many days of hunting can we have to achieve the harvest goals that they want. So if you add a season, you've got to, if you project that you're going to kill X amount of deer in that season, if you started to do season, you've got to take that away from something else because they're harvesting basically what they want now. Now, again, we just talked about in another podcast about we've had the record deer kill, so you say, well, they can kill some more deer. And yes, we could, but we're still basically a bucks only state without a doe permit. So if they wanted to implement an extra season, like so you could shoot does with a flintlock, who cares? They need to shoot more does in some of the southern districts. But if you talked about implementing it statewide, the pushback is going to be the biologists are just going to stand up and say, well, where were we going to take those other days from? The regular rifle season? Well, nobody's going to be for that.
Right.
Except the guy with the flintlock.
The other thing is, in Maine, just because of the way our season is set up, our muzzleloader season is after our regular firearm season. Well, I can tell you that there's not going to be a lot of people that want you to add a flintlock season in December, because I'd hate to have to hunt with a flintlock up here in December. If they did it, they'd have to do it in October before our firearm season, and then you'd have somebody who's like, well, that's when bird season is and moose season and whatever. So again, it would have to fit into your schedule, and every state is different. And where ours is already set up that our muzzleloader season is after the firearm season, I don't think you're going to get a flintlock season in December.
No, I don't think anybody would even push for it. I don't know as you could get a legislator to do it, because they know they know the formula, but there's nothing saying you can't. I mean, we've got a muzzleloader season. If you wanted to use your flintlock, go use your flintlock.
Right.
But this, to me, is trying to get another season to favor another group. And Maine, quite frankly, doesn't really like that, because we probably have, for a state that's not known for a high deer population, one of the longest seasons. I mean, you go to a lot of the states, I don't know what Pennsylvania has, but I know, talking to the guys out in the Midwest, like Wisconsin, they've got 9 days. Michigan, I think, might have a couple of weeks, and then they have a late muzzleloader. But we've got a pretty long deer season because
we've got a month-long firearms.
Yeah, and before that, you've got a month-long archery, and then most of the state has 2 weeks of muzzleloader following that. We have one, but most has two. So if you want to count that, it's 2.5 months you can hunt deer. And in the southern zones that don't, like in the towns that have firearm discharge ordinances, there's another special archery season there that starts in September and runs into December. So there's plenty of hunting opportunities in Maine. So there's not a lot of people that's going to have any support for adding another season somewhere in there. So the answer to that, I guess, would be no. We wouldn't really think about having a flintlock season here in Maine.
If you like that, make sure you check out bigwoodsbucks.com for more content.
And don't forget to sign up for our newsletter.